Massive rallies protesting the election of Donald Trump have been taking place across the country.
Campus here on the West Bank, they're expecting more than 3,600 people to show up
on
here
Saturday in St. Paul. A peaceful demonstration at the governor's residence turned into a confrontation later when members of the group shut down parts of interstate.
We've lived under Democrat control for decades, and this is what they have to show for it. Violence, unrest. This is not who we are. Shutting down our state, putting us out of work. Maybe this is the way things work down in the cities, but this is not how things work in northern Minnesota.
Governor Tim Walz is telling Minnesotans to apply for unemployment now.
We need to stop congregating. We're going to close the bars, we're going to close the restaurants, we're going to close the places where we gather.
Change doesn't happen easy or quick. People of the Northland are waking up. The party that once advocated for our people has abandoned them. And it's time for a change. The Twin Cities Democrats think they know what's best for us up here. They don't know me. I am Thomas Manninen, and I am running for the State House of Representatives in District 3A. Because I want to fight for this district. I live in Little Fork, Minnesota, where we currently are. I grew up in Little Fork and up in Lake Kabetogama, and this is my home, and I want to protect my home. The Twin Cities DFL has taken this district for granted for far too long. While I am not anti-environmental regulation, it is important for this district that we don't continue damaging policies from the past. There are a lot of economies in this district that rely on tourism to our beautiful natural lakes. Our parks, trails, rivers have to be approached at a legislative level as being smart, efficient, and very limited. St. Paul has abandoned this district and this district's interests. They've decided to side with the radical environmentalists and abandon the people that make this community run. The paper industry, the logging industry, and mining industry are essential to this district and the livelihoods of thousands across the district. The attack from St. Paul on these industries pose a real threat to the survival of this community. As state representative, I will make it a priority to defend each and every occupation that makes this area great. And everybody up here knows that they're being heavily overtaxed. I think the people of this district know that smart conservation and listening to the professionals in our district is much more important than paying billions of dollars to bureaucrats in St. Paul to do it for us. Our money's been wasted for years on Twin Cities projects, light rail, not on my watch. We know how to preserve and protect our environment, and it shouldn't bankrupt middle-class families to do it.
I think getting jobs back in this area is a big thing. A lot of our small businesses are really being hurt. Personally, I know a couple of people who are really at a time of worrying, are we going to be able to pay our bills? And I think that it's just horrible that everything is under a one-size-fits-all. I think that it's important that we're looked at as, different areas. Some areas just haven't been hit as hard.
They assume because we have hard-working, old-time DFLers that they're just going to toe the party line no matter what kind of agenda they bring to St. Paul, which is why the DFL's agenda has been solely focused on metro interests. It's no surprise, no shock to anyone that that's where a majority of their voting bloc is, and they've been able to cater to pure metro interests at the expense of people in northern Minnesota.
When he went to college, he wanted to mix up in things. He wanted to get involved. And just like any concerned citizen, he wanted to be involved with what was right and what was good for the country. Because he's got that uncommon quality of common sense.
Basically, it's just common sense.
And he's a perfect fit. What he does is always thought out, thoughtful.
The cities of Babbitt, Ely, Silver Bay, International Falls all hang in the balance, and St. Paul is adopting policies that threatens their very existence. I want to go to St. Paul to advocate and defend the mining industry, the trucking industry, small businesses, the paper industry, and the economies of the cities across the district. I want to put rural interests above metro interests. And most importantly, I want to be the check on St. Paul that this district deserves. We are going to bring back the jobs. We are going to bring back the economy. And most importantly, we are going to bring back the North. I am Thomas Manninen, and I approve this message.